What we got here is the Echo SRM-410U brush cutting saw. This thing's pretty badass. And if you guys do any sort of brush maintenance or trail maintenance or around the house stuff, this thing will definitely get the job done. And I really like it with these carbide tipped blades on here. This is a used one. This uses a 1-inch arbor. So basically anything with a 1-inch opening will go on here. It came with blade, and but it really wasn't that good for what I was looking to do, cutting woody brush. These definitely cut like butter. But I think what I'd like to do before I get going too far is attack some of this stuff here and see if I can't make this food plot / shooting area a little bit bigger. Well, here's the aftermath. What I'm going to try out today is what I got from Amazon here. This is a grass cutting blade. And I'm up here in the woods. And see, this kind of has like a lawnmower type of blade on here. Alrighty, we're going to try to put on this brush blade now. Kind of like a lawnmower, rotation, going this way. That's what's happening here. This might be a little bit hot. I just finished running it. It's a little open in here. Put something in there just keep it from moving. Take a ratchet. I think this might be opposite. I don't remember. Hot. Break that free. try to show you some woody debris there on this thing. Works pretty good, I guess. Here's some nasty beech. Let's see what it does to this beech. Gets on the full throttle, that's fine. Well, this thing definitely did a pretty good job. Been pretty happy with it. This is my first time trying this 3-bladed, and as far as what it did, load up this food plot. Did a pretty nice job. It's not nearly as fun or quick or as efficient as that pull behind mower, but this is about a mile out in the woods, so sometimes you can't always get the good equipment out here. But I did use this brush saw with a saw blade, the carbide tip saw blade, to clear all this brush out originally. And then I tilled it up with a Groundhog Max and a chain harrow behind it. Anyways, I say that brush saw with that mowing blade on there, I guess it did the job. It takes a little more time. I guess I want to take a moment to give a message to young people in particular that they may have an interest in some of this outdoor stuff and they just don't have the funds. Really what I'm trying to say though is, like, I bought that chainsaw in 2002 is when I bought that. So that chainsaw is like 23 years old. Granted, I don't do a whole lot with it, but I do use it, and I went for the pro model because I wanted something that was built a little bit better, and that thing isn't giving me any trouble at all. And then this brush saw, the Echo, you can knock Echo if you want. That's up to you. What I liked about it was the cost. I mean, it was half the cost of a Husqvarna or Steel, and I bought that in 2017, and I've done a lot with it, and it's held up pretty well. It doesn't give me any trouble at all. So same thing with the saw blades. Those are under $20 a pop at Amazon, and I did spend the money to have one of them resharpened before, and it cost just as much to get the thing resharpened as it did to buy a new one, and it maybe performed slightly better, but wasn't significantly better. So unfortunately, the guy that does saw filing, he's kind of getting screwed over by all these imports. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, if you just manage your money, manage your time, don't spend all your money up front, don't do a bunch of financing, and just buy one thing at a time, you can build up your assets over time. And certainly if you get access to woods, I would say if you want to do some of this food plot stuff, first place to start would probably be a chainsaw and an ATV. But maybe first place to start is a set of loppers and a handsaw. This one here is kind of nice because it telescopes out and that saw comes off the end. But what I'm trying to say is, you don't have to spend a bunch of money right up front, and you can do quite a bit with just a freaking rake and a shovel too. That's all stuff you can build up over time. Just saying, don't get discouraged and don't spend a bunch of money that you don't have to try to do stuff. It's not always worth it.